He is a man of character and integrity. He seeks to be judged by his deeds and not by words or rhetoric. And without his support, this bill would not have become law. We are honored that he came to LJ today for this historic occasion. And I hope you will join me in welcoming to the podium now the Governor of Georgia, Governor Nathan Deal.
Distinguished platform guests and speakers, what a great day to be in North Georgia. What a great day to reaffirm our liberties. We as Georgians believe in the right of the people to defend themselves, and therefore we believe in the Second Amendment. Throughout my career as a legislator, I have voted for, and as governor, I have signed legislation that protects the rights to keep and bear arms. It is a right that is ingrained in the very fabric of our nation. Yet, the inheritance of a right does not preclude the need for vigilance by succeeding generations. Thomas Jefferson told the world in the Declaration of Independence that we are endowed by our Creator with certain inalienable rights. He believed in the right to bear arms. He said, and I quote, "The strongest reason for the people to retain the right to keep and bear arms as a last resort is to protect themselves against the tyranny in government." But Jefferson also said this, that each generation of Americans must make its own way, saying that, and I quote, "One generation has no more right to bind another to its laws and judgments than one independent nation has the right to command another." So today, our generation reiterates the desire for this fundamental right for our own reasons. While we still guard against tyranny, America today cherishes this right so that people who follow the rules can protect themselves and their families from those who don't follow the rules. The General Assembly during this past legislative session passed this piece of bipartisan legislation by large margins that extends the protections for Georgians who have gone through a background check to legally obtain a Georgia weapons carry license. House Bill 60 will protect law-abiding citizens by expanding the number of places that they can carry their guns without penalty. At the same time, this bill respects the rights of private property owners who still set the rules for their lands and their buildings. The various parts of House Bill 60 do much to expand the rights of gun owners who are licensed to carry, but it also expands the rights of those who serve our nation in uniform. One exemplary part of this bill, for instance, gives our military men and women 18 and older permission to carry, to obtain a license to carry. You know, if they're old enough to hold a gun in defense of our liberties, they are old enough to hold a gun, and they shouldn't have to wait. I want to thank Speaker Ralston, Representative Jaspers, Meadows, and the others who have supported this legislation, have shepherded through this session of the General Assembly, and who worked to pass it on a bipartisan basis. The Second Amendment should never be an afterthought. It should reside at the forefront of our minds as we craft pass and sign laws. Our state has some of the best protections for gun owners in the United States, and today we strengthen those rights guaranteed by our country's most revered founding document. My position on this bill should not come as much of a surprise. I think my track record speaks for itself. The NRA gave me an A rating throughout my more than 17 years as a member of Congress, and even endorsed me when I ran for this present office of governor. Now, as governor, I have signed every Second Amendment piece of legislation that has been placed on my desk. And today, I will put into law a gun bill that heralds self-defense, personal liberties, and public safety. Now, we're going to take questions from you, and I'm going to ask all of these members of the General Assembly who are seated on the stage behind me if they will come to the platform, and we will entertain your questions at this time.